Пока наши братья возьмут материал, с которым будут делиться, да, Гельмут. Хотелось бы сказать то, что есть один автор, который написал очень интересную книгу, которая называется на английском языке «One thing you cannot do in heaven». Кто-нибудь слышал об этой книжке, нет? Не так много, хорошо. Его зовут Марк Кахилл. Тоже слышал кто-то этого спикера, нет? Вы слышали, да, хорошо. Это брат из баптистского братства американцев. Он живет у нас в Джорджии. И вот он как-то встретился с нашими братьями, и братья об этом поделятся и дадут небольшую информацию, а я потом дополню. Хорошо, Кит?
Приветствую вас, братья и сестры. Я буду говорить по-английски, так как книжка написана по-английски, я ее читал по-английски, все мысли как бы по-английски. I will start with a passage from the book. It's like a little poem. I'll read it to you, and just as an example to see what the author is talking about. My friend, I stand in judgment now, and I feel that you are to blame somehow. On earth I walked with you day by day, and never did you point the way. You knew the Lord in truth and glory, but never did you tell the story. My knowledge then was very dim. You could have led me safe to Him. Though we lived together here on earth, you never told me of the second birth. And now I stand this day condemned, because you failed to mention Him. You taught me many things, that's true. I called you friend and trusted you. But I learn now that it's too late, and now you could have kept me from this fate. We walked by day and talked by night, and yet you showed me no light. You let me live and love and die. You knew I'd never live on high. Yes, I called you friend and life. I trusted you through joy and strife. And yet, on coming this dreadful end, I cannot now call you my friend. As we see, this is a very, very, very sad ending. I would like to say right now that I don't want this to ever happen to one of us. It will be very, very painful to see some of us on Judgment Day, see a person that we spent our everyday lunch at school and never told them about Jesus. This was just one example from the book that is listed. This book right here, One Thing You Cannot Do in Heaven. What do you guys think there's one thing you cannot do in heaven? Witness. That's right. There will be no people that you will need to witness. Therefore, we got to do it here and now. I will talk about right now how I met this author, my own personal testimony. I met him here in Florida in Panama City Beach. I was here one day with my family, friends. I was in Panama just hanging out around 12 o'clock. I was walking around with my cousin. And this guy, just as he mentions in the book, walks around. He looks straight up at me and asks me the question, if you die tonight, are you 100% sure that you will go to heaven? I just stopped. My heart stopped. I couldn't speak for a while. And then I thought for a moment. I said, yes, I was sure I was saved. He took this book, looked up at me and said, Gelman, time is short, reach the lost. After I came home, like usual, teenage life, I threw the book down, never read it. A year passed from that time. Some reason I just, felt an emptiness in my heart. And then one day I decided to just pick up this book and read it. I read this book, and from that day, everything just changed. This book changed my perspective on life. I don't look at a sinner anymore the same way I did before. When I look at somebody who's walking around, I just think of a way to come up to them and tell them about Jesus. This book really helped me and a couple of my friends. As Maxime mentioned, we've started a little missionary thing. Usually on the weekends, my brother and a couple of my friends go out to the mall and just hand out tracts, or just get a bunch of tracts and put them on the windshield of the car. I mean, it's not a lot, but God sees the heart, and seeds are planted. And in the end, I would like to say, if you want to buy this book, there's actually a second book called One Heartbeat Away. I have it in Russian right here. It says "Последний удар сердца." It's translated in Russian. And you can have either one of these books. We have like 50 of one and 50 of another. And the cost of this book is $10. But you can have it for however much you want to pay. Because he never put a price on this book. He said it's donational. You pay whatever you want. And that's that. If you want to buy this book or donate money to this ministry, at the end of the conference, we'll have a bunch of these books that you can obtain and more information on this. He has a website. You can go there and find out more about this book. Our church has actually started the process of translated this book. It was translated in St. Petersburg, and our church is going to support the printing of this book in Atlanta. So in the near future, we'll probably see a lot more of these books in Russian. Thank you.